Hey guys, Theodore from Student Paramedics here. Now today we're going to be talking about how to perform first aid on a choking baby. Now just first of all, a quick disclaimer, this video is just some random content online and it does not constitute medical advice. Now when it comes to choking in a baby or a child, I believe that prevention is always much better than any form of advanced life support or first aid that you can perform after choking. Then while we shouldn't wrap our children in bubble wrap, there are a few things that we can do to reduce the chance of them choking. Hey guys, before we get too far into this video, I just wanted to take a quick minute to talk to you about Pocket Prep. Pocket Prep are a mobile test prep company which provide efficient, convenient, and engaging ways of learning when you're on the go. The Pocket Prep's mission is to make education more accessible. The fact that I can have best evidence-based practice study material right here and it's up to date and there's references and there's explanations for all the questions and all the answers is game-changing. Regardless of what level you're at, EMT, advanced EMT, paramedic, you'll find study prep programs right there for you. All right, let's get back to the video. Now, while we can't change the developmental anatomy and physiology, which makes young children more prone to choking, something that we can change or at least modify and monitor is the type of objects and food that they have access to. So a good way to think about this is using 4 S's. And these S's are shapes, sitting down, supervise, and search. So during baby-led weaning or when you're introducing solids to a child, it's really important to consider the types of shapes of food that they are eating or trying to eat. So this might mean cutting foods up into developmentally appropriate sizes, avoiding round foods such as blueberries, cherries, and grapes, because this can pose quite a risk in getting lodged in the airway and causing choking. So round foods such as this can be squashed or cut into quarters. Cylindrical foods such as bananas, cucumbers, and carrots, it's best to cut them lengthways into long slices rather than into round discs. Things which you can't really modify such as nuts, marshmallows, popcorn, it's probably best to avoid until they're a little bit older. Second is, getting your child used to sitting down while eating reduces the risk of choking as well, so they're not used to running around with food in their mouth and getting distracted with different things. Sitting down, they can focus on the food and be more aware of the sensations and where that food is in their mouth. Now, if you're a new dad like me or a new mum, you'll be very aware that you get at best half as much done during a day as you would before you had the child. So it can be tempting to sort of sit them down, strap them into the high chair, put the food in front of them and go and get stuff done, go and clean up, sort of some other affairs. But it is really important to keep them in your line of sight, to supervise them while eating so you can intervene quickly if they do start to choke. And the final S stands for search. Practically anything that fits through a toilet roll poses a risk to your child of choking. So I like to get down on my hands and knees, get the toddler's or the baby's perspective and look for things such as coins, even hair clips, button batteries. Still, sometimes despite best efforts, you may find a child that is choking. It's really important to know what to do in such an event. Now, the first thing is to call your local emergency number, whether it's 000, 999, 911, depending on what country you're in. And the call taker will coach you through the steps that you need to do to attend to this choking child. First of all, if the child is able to cough, you need to encourage that child to continue strongly coughing to try and get that up. And if the cough is ineffective and the child is getting weaker, the cough's getting weaker, then follow these steps. Okay, so I've got my intern paramedic here, young Ezra, and he's going to help us demonstrate how you manage a choking baby. Okay, widespread recommendation is no longer to use a Heimlich Manoeuvre in which you put excessive pressure on the thorax and the abdomen here. And that's because there's been many incidents of lacerations and organ ruptures using this maneuver. And there are other methods which have pretty good efficacy with a much decreased risk of organ damage. So the current Australian and New Zealand Council of Resuscitation guidelines instruct one to alternate between back blows and chest thrusts. How we want to position the child is so that their head and the top of their airway is lower than their lungs. So the easiest way to do this is just to position the child on your arm as such. Hey, what do you reckon? And then place their head lower than their lungs. I'm not going to do it here because Ezra will get cranky and it's not very nice. And then you're going to do some pretty forceful back blows, sort of directed upwards or obviously downwards, just towards the head a little bit. So it's not just a straight compression on the back. I'm sorry, old mate. Now it's really important that you check between each back blow whether the foreign object has been removed by those back blows. Yeah, there's no need to keep doing back blows if the object is out and the child is breathing adequately. If the child is still choking after 5 back blows, then you're going to rotate them in the same position with the bottom higher than the head. And you're going to use 2 fingers right on the bottom of the breastbone, not below the breastbone, not on the tummy, but on the breastbone, or you're going to use the heel of your hand on a larger baby or toddler. You're going to deliver 5 more blows in similar fashion to the back blows. And once again, between each thrust, you're going to be checking to see whether the item has become dislodged. Hopefully we don't have to end up using one of these. And you keep rotating 5 back and 5 chest thrusts until the item is dislodged. or the child becomes unconscious, in which case the call taker there will coach you through the next steps of resuscitation. So guys, I hope that you found that useful and educational. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comment below. And remember, this is just some random video online. It does not constitute medical advice. You're not just some random person, don't worry. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Enable notifications. This helps us out a huge amount as a fledgling little YouTube channel. It really means the world to us. Thanks very much.